Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Matthias. I'm a yoga teacher based in Vienna. Now we are going to be doing a dynamic yoga flow with some movement, with some asanas, with some salutations. A couple of things that I always say beforehand are first of all, your breathing. You should try to keep on breathing normally over your nose or as normal as possible. Uh, mm, of course, if we start moving, then your breath is going to get faster, that's clear, but still always over your nose. Second thing, stretching is okay. If you want to look for the challenge, is also fine. Pain is always a no-go. If you feel any pain at any moment, just take a break, go out from the position, because pain is always some damage in your body. It's not going to work. Um, Third thing is, if at any moment you feel dizziness or you feel lightheaded or you don't feel okay, just pay attention to your own body. Make sure that you're working with your own body. And fourth, very, very important, just have fun. We're all here because we want to. Yes! So, to start, let me just get my chair out of the way. So to begin it with, you were going to start with a warming up. So in a standing position, make sure that your back is straight, remain straight, rolling your shoulders to the back, bringing your hands behind your back. Your left hand is going to grab your right wrist, and only the head, only the head is going to go to the front, to the right, to the back, to the left. We're going to start with circles from the neck, from the head, big, small circles, rotating your neck. In case the parts to the back is too uncomfortable or painful, just remain in the front from shoulder to shoulder. Otherwise, big circles, and the next time you're going to switch directions to the other side. Big circles with your neck, your back remains straight. One last round, and then slowly go back to the center. Looking to the front, releasing your hands, you're going to bring your fingers, your hands to your shoulders, so that your elbows are pointing to the front. With your inhalation, you're going to bring both elbows to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Bring both of the elbows sideways to the ground, towards the ground. Inhale, elbows to the ceiling. Exhale, down. These are big movements, big rotation of the shoulders. Using your shoulders, your shoulder blades, opening up your chest. Inhale and exhale. And the next round, you're going to switch directions. Inhale, elbows to the sides towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbows together in the center, downwards. Inhale, elbows up to the sides. Exhale, the elbows down in the center. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One last round. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Release your hands. Bringing your hands to the front, you're going to start moving your hands, opening the hands wide, finger wide apart from each other, and then making fists. One time with your thumbs outside, one time with your thumbs to the inside. So opening up your hands, moving your hands, warming up your hands. Close your hands and start rotating your wrists, warming up your wrists. To the other side. Extend your arms and you're going to start moving your elbows. To the other side, the other direction. And slowly release. So from a standing position, make sure that both feet are stable on the ground, on the mat. Feet are slightly apart from each other, more or less at the height of your hips, making sure that your feet are pointing to the front. Here we go, we're going to start rotating to the right, to the left. Your hands and your arms are very relaxed and heavy. The only thing is that your spine is rotating over its own axis. You can take your head with each movement. Each time when you move to the side, you can look back, making sure that your spine remains straight, as if you were being pulled upwards. And slowly release. Going back to your center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bring both hands to your buttocks, and your hip is going to move now to the front, right, back, left, doing circles from the hip joints. And the idea would be that the head remains in the center, so you're only moving your hips, you're not moving your whole body, you're only moving your hips, and to the other side, to the other direction. Warming up the hip joints, left, right. One last round. Go back to your center, release your hands. To warm up the knees and the ankles, from a standing position, you're going to take a step to the front with your right foot, bringing the weight of your body to your right leg, lifting your left knee, and start doing circles with your knee to the outside. The idea is to draw beautiful round circles with your knee, opening up the hip joint. The next time to the other side, to the other direction. Inwards. Go back to your center, knee to the front, and you're going to start rotating your left foot, doing circles from your ankle. Big, slow circles. And to the other side, the other direction. Feeling the power on both legs. And then slowly release. Shake your left leg, your right leg. Getting ready for the other side. From your standing position, you're going to take a step to the front with your left foot, bringing the weight of your body on your left leg, lifting your right knee, starting with circles from your knee, from your hip joint to the outside. Once again, drawing beautiful round circles, opening up the hips. The next time you're going to switch in the other direction, inwards. Big circles. One last round. Bring your knee to the front, and you're going to start doing circles from your ankle, using your whole foot. Big, slow circles, clockwise, switching directions anti-clockwise. Feeling the strength of your legs, both links and right. Going back to the center and release. Shake both legs. You're going to go now at the top of your mat. And with your inhalation, you're going to bring both hands up. Your arms are stretched. With your exhalation, both hands go back down. Your arms are stretched. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands down. With your next inhalation, hands up, and you're going to stand on your toes, lift your heels. Inhale, exhale, hands go back down, heels to the ground. Inhale, make yourself long, 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 and exhale, go back into your standing position. We're going to add some more movement with your exhalation. You're going to sit back, making sure that your knees are not going over your toes. Inhale, go to the front, lift your heels, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, hands down, sit to the back, heels on the ground. Knees do not go over the toes. Inhale to the front, exhale, back. And the next time, with your next inhalation, you're going to stay in the front, making yourself very long, holding, lifting your heels, standing on your toes, finding your balance. Inhale, exhale. Big deep breath in, and with your exhalation, release. Very good. So we're going to start with a couple of rounds with the sun salutations. So the first round, we're going to go slow. We're going to go over each asana, each position. And afterwards, we're going to do that a little bit faster, working also with their own breath. So to begin with, you're going to stand on the edge, on the top of your mat. And from there, you're going to take a step back. This is your standing position. Both feet together. Legs are straight. Tilting your pelvis to the front, not arching your back. Your back is straight, remain straight. You can roll your shoulders to the back. And your head is in one line with your shoulders, with your spine. So from the ears to the heels, there is one straight line. This is your standing position. Inhale, bring your hands up towards the ceiling, together in the center, arms are stretched. And exhale, bring both hands in front of your chest, into your prayer pose in front of your heart. Inhale, hands up towards the ceiling, arms are stretched, and your head is going to go slightly back, looking to the ceiling. Deep inhale and exhale in between. Your shoulders are relaxed. We're not doing a back bend, just opening up the chest, the neck area, looking up. Inhale, exhale. And with your next exhalation, both hands together in the center into a forward bend, which means your legs are stretched and trying to keep them stretched. The movement comes from the hips, from the hip joints. So you're trying to keep a straight back, pulling your upper body towards your legs. In case your hands are on the ground, then your toes and your fingers are in one line, hands sides from the feet. Inhale, exhale. Feel the stretching as always without pushing your body. A deep stretch is okay, pain is a no-go. Inhale, exhale. And with your next inhalation, you're going to bring your right foot to the back as far as it goes. Right knee is on the floor, right foot is stretched. Your front knee, your left knee is bent, more or less in 90 degrees angle, making sure that your knee is not going over your toes. Your hands are on the ground, or you can push yourself up using your fingertips so that your spine is straight, your back is straight. You can activate your right leg, pushing your right leg towards the ground so that you can release a little bit of the pressure from the right knee. Inhale, exhale, drop your hips towards the ground. Feel the stretching on the hips, quadriceps, hamstrings. And with your next inhalation, hands on the ground, tucking the toes of your right foot, stretching your right leg. Your left foot goes to the back into your plank pose. Both feet together in the center, making sure that your fingers are wide apart from each other, wider. You're using the whole surface of your hand on the mat to release pressure from the wrists. Your whole body is making a straight line, making sure that your hip is not dropping towards the ground. Inhale, exhale. Activate your core muscles. And with your next exhalation, bring your knees, your chest and your chin towards the ground. Your hands and your elbows are close to your body. Your hip is slightly lifted. Inhale, exhale. With your next inhalation, stretch your feet, hip to the ground, roll your shoulders to the back. We're going to go into the cobra pose. Variation A would be with the underarms on the floor. You're going to push yourself up, opening up the chest and looking up. Variation B would be with the hands close to the body, next to the body where we were before. You're going to push yourself up as far as it goes. Important thing, make sure that you have no pain, no pressure on your lower back. Opening up your upper back, your chest, looking up. Second thing, your feet are together in the center or slightly apart from each other, not wider than your own hip. To take care of your sacrum, the last part of your spine. Inhale, exhale deeply. And with your next exhalation, you're going to go back to the mat, laying on your stomach, both feet together in the center. You're going to push yourself back into your mountain pose, which means both feet together in the center, pressing your heels towards the ground, and your tailbone goes towards the ceiling. Your legs are stretched, your back is straight, your shoulders away from the ears, and your head and your neck are relaxed. Your arms are stretched, pushing yourself away from the mat, from the ground, from the floor. Deep inhale, exhale. And with your next inhalation, you're going to bring your right foot to the front in a big step. Your left knee is on the ground, left foot is stretched. Going back to this position, which we did at the beginning with the other foot on the front. Activating your left leg so that you can release some pressure from the left knee. Dropping your hips towards the ground. Your front knee is bent and it's not going over your toes. Your hands are sides from your foot, fingers and toes in one line. Back is straight, looking to the front. Inhale and exhale deeply. Feel the stretching on your hips, quadriceps, hamstrings. Inhale, bring your left foot to the front, right next to your right foot. Exhale, bend forward, just like we did before. Legs are stretched. Movement from the hips, back is straight. Pulling your upper body towards your legs. In case your hands are on the ground, then your toes and fingers are in one line. Inhaling, exhaling deeply. Hands together in the center. Inhale, stand up and bring your hands towards the ceiling. Look up, your head slightly to the back, opening up the chest and the neck area. Arms are stretched towards the ceiling. Look up. Deep inhale and deep exhale. With your next exhalation, going back to the forward bend. Because we just completed half a round, the second round is with the left side. So bending forward, pulling your upper body towards your legs. Deep inhale, deep exhale. With your next inhalation, your left foot is going to go back as far as it goes. Left knee on the ground. Dropping your hips towards the ground, your right knee does not go over the toes. This is called Ashvasanchalanasana, the horse riding pose. Inhale, exhale deeply, deeply into a stretching without causing any pain. Hands to the ground. Inhale, tuck your toes, stretch your left leg and your right foot is next to the left one. Plank pose. Once again, your fingers are wide apart from each other, wider. Your body is making a straight line, not dropping your hips. Inhale, exhale deeply. Feel the power, the energy of your body, the strength. Activate your core. And with your next exhalation, you're going to bring your knees, your chest and your chin towards the ground, your hip slightly lifted. Ashtanga Pranam-asana, 8 limbs pose. 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 hands, 1 chest, 1 chin. Inhale, exhale deeply. With your next inhalation, stretch your feet, hip to the ground, shoulders to the back, push yourself up into your cobra pose, with your underarms on the ground or with your hands sideways from the body. Open up your chest, look up. Always making sure that you're not causing any pain, any pressure in your lower back. Feet together in the center or slightly apart from each other, not wider than their own hip. Inhale, exhale. With your next exhalation, going back to the mat, feet together in the center, pushing yourself back to the mountain pose. Remember, both feet together, pressing your heels towards the ground, legs are stretched, tailbone goes towards the ceiling. Your neck and your head are relaxed, shoulders away from the ears, arms are stretched. Inhale, bring your left foot in a big step to the front between your hands. Right knee on the ground, right foot is stretched. Back to the horse riding pose. Pushing yourself up, your back is straight, looking to the front. Dropping your hip towards the ground, feeling the stretching. Deep inhale, deep exhale. With your next inhale, your right foot is going to go to the front next to the left one. Exhale, bend forward. Pulling your upper body towards your legs. Deep inhale, deep exhale. With your next inhalation, hands together in the center, stand up. Hands towards the ceiling, arms are stretched. Look up. Inhale, exhale. Deep inhale. With your exhale, bring both hands in front of your chest into your prayer pose. Look to the front. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, sideways release. Good. That one, we completed a round of the sun salutation. Now we're going to do this a little bit faster and a faster pace, working with the own breath. So once again, from your starting position, one foot to the back from the top of your mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale into your prayer pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, right foot to the back. And we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Bringing your left hand between your right hand and your left foot. You're going to try to bring both underarms, both elbows to the ground. Maybe you're only able to bring one of the sides, or maybe just leaving your hands on the ground. In case your underarms are on the ground, then you can interlace your fingers. Deep stretch for the hip. Bring your hands to the ground. Your left hand goes to the outer side. Inhale, bring your left foot to the back into your plank pose and hold your breath. With your exhalation, you're going to bring your knees, chest and chin towards the ground. Inhale into your cobra pose. Once again, we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. You're going to try to, without moving your hips, without tilting your hips, try to look towards your left heel over your right shoulder, not tilting your hips. Look to the front. Exhale and go into your mountain pose. Inhale, right foot to the front, left knee on the ground. Exhale, deep into the stretching, dropping your hips. Inhales, bring both hands together up in the center, sideways on the body. Exhale, both hands back to the ground. Inhale, bring your left foot to the front. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, hands up, look up. Half around. Let's go for the second half. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, your left foot to the back, left knee on the ground. Once again, we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, bringing your right hand between your right foot and your left hand. Once again, you're going to try to bring your underarms and your elbows to the ground. Interlacing your fingers. Deep breath in, breath out. Go as far as possible, working with your own body. Taking good care of your own body. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Hands back to the ground, push yourself up. The right hand goes to the outside, and with your next inhalation, the right foot is going to go to the back into your plank pose. Hold your breath. Exhale, bring your knees, chest and chin towards the ground. Inhale into your cobra pose. Once again, we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths without tilting or moving your hip. This time over your left shoulder, you're going to try to take a look towards your right heel. Look to the front. Exhale, go into your mountain pose. Inhale, left foot to the front, right knee on the ground. Exhale, deep into the stretching, dropping your hips. Inhale, hands up, sideways from the body, hands together, up. Exhale, hands back to the ground. Inhale, right foot to the front. Exhale, bend forward. Hands together in the center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale into your prayer pose. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. So that was a round of a more dynamic version of the sun salutations with some variations in between. Now we're going to go for some movement. Yes. So we're going to go to lay on the mat, to lay on your back. Your knees are bent, laying on the back. If, like me, you have long hair and your head is tied on the back of your head, then make sure that you open your head here so that really your head is laying on the ground. You can also push your lower back on the ground using your core muscles and slightly pulling your chin towards your chest. That way your spine is going to become long so that your whole spine is on the ground. Knees are bent. Your arms are stretched sideways from the body, your palms facing down. And we're going to go into the shoulder bridge. So with your next inhalation, slowly you're going to start lifting your hip towards the ceiling. Make sure that your strength comes from your buttocks. So you're using the muscles on your buttocks to push yourself up. Make sure that you have No pain on your lower back. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Hold for some breaths. The shoulder bridge. Hands sideways from the body, or you can choose, if you want to, you can bring your hands to the back. Arms are stretched, hands on the ground. One of both. Hands to the front or hands to the back, as you wish. Inhale and exhale deeply. Hold. Activate those buttocks. Stay. Push yourself up. Make sure that there is no pain on your lower back. With your next exhalation, you're going to bring your hip back towards the ground and your hands to the front. So now we're going to work with the dynamic movement. Inhale, lift your hip and your hands go to the back, arms are stretched. Exhale, hip back to the ground, hands to the front. Inhale, lift your hips, shoulder bridge, hands back. Exhale, bring your hands to the front. Inhale, exhale, go as fast or as slow as it comes from your own body. And if you want to add some more movement each time when you bring the hip towards the ground, each time when you exhale, then you're going to pull both knees towards the chest. Inhale, feet back to the floor, lift your hip and bring your hands back. Exhale, hands to the front, hip to the ground, knees to the chest. Once again, as always, working with your own body, with your own breath, with your own pace, making sure that you're not causing any pain on your body. One last round. Deep inhale, shoulder bridge. Deep exhale, back to the ground, pulling your knees towards the chest, bringing your feet back to the ground. Knees are bent. Stretching your arms to the sides, your palms facing down to stabilize your body. Both knees together in the center, both knees are bent. You're going to start moving your knees to the right, bringing both knees to the right, going back to the center, and bringing both knees to the left. Small movement for the spine, rotating movement. If you feel like doing so, you can also lift your feet so that your legs remain lifted all the time. Bring both to the right, bringing both knees to the left, and trying to keep both shoulder blades on the ground all the time. One last time to the right side, one last time to the left side, going back to your center. And just for a moment, you can pull both knees towards your chest, just like hugging yourself. If you want to, you can rock to the sides, rock to your left, to your right. Going back to your center with both hands behind your knees, you're going to sit back up and you're going to find a way into your tabletop position. Your tabletop position is with both feet to the back, both hands to the front, in your tabletop position. Make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, that your knees are under your hips. With your inhale, you're going to drop your stomach, look up, arching your back. With your exhalation, you're going to lift your back towards the ceiling, rounding your back, looking towards your navel. Inhale, drop your stomach. Exhale, round your back, chin towards your chest. Inhale and exhale. For the next round, with your inhalation, go to the front. With your exhalation, tuck your toes and push yourself into your downward facing dog. This is like the mountain pose from the sun salutations, only that your feet are apart from each other. Inhale, go back into your tabletop, drop your stomach. Exhale, go back into your downward facing dog. Go as fast or as slow as it comes from your own body. Inhaling, exhaling. And with your next exhalation, you're going to go into your downward facing dog, and you're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale. And now, for the strength of your body, you're going to bring your knees towards the ground, but you're not going to lay them on the ground. You're going to stay halfway. So your knees are lifted, looking to the front as if you wanted to take a big jump, a big leap to the front. Feel the strength of your body, your arms, your core, your legs, activating all your body. Inhale, exhale deeply, hold the position. Yes. Feel the strength, feel the power, feel the energy. Inhale, exhale. Don't drop your knees. Hold it. And with your next exhalation, go back into your downward facing dog. Bringing your tailbone towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. For a second round, bringing your knees towards the ground, but not laying them on the ground. Just hold there for a couple of breaths, feeling the power, the energy, the strength of your body, activating your whole body. And with your next exhalation, bring your knees to the ground, stretch your feet and sit onto your heels, stretching your arms, your hands to the front, looking to the front. Inhale, exhale deeply. You made it, yes. And with your next exhalation, bring your forehead to the ground, both hands back, your arms are stretched, hands on the ground, palms facing up into your child's pose. Inhale, exhale deeply. Bring your hands to the front, push yourself up. Good. That was the last challenging exercise. Going back into your tabletop. Wrists are under your shoulders, knees under the hips. I might just turn around so that you can see this easier, hopefully. So basically, from your tabletop, you're going to bring your right hand under your left arm, placing your right shoulder on the ground. Your right hand is stretched sideways, your palm facing up. Your head is on the ground, right shoulder on the ground. Left hand, if you want to, you can take small steps to the front so that you can stretch your left arm over your head, twisting your spine, stretching a little bit the shoulders. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale deeply. Slowly bring your left hand back next to the head and push yourself up into the tabletop position, getting ready for the other side. From your tabletop, you're going to bring your left hand, your left arm under your right arm, placing your left shoulder on the ground, your head on the ground. Your left arm is stretched, palm facing up, and from here, your right hand, if you want to, you can make small steps to the front until your right arm is stretched over your head into this beautiful twist for your spine, stretching the shoulders a little bit. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly walk back with your right hand next to your head. Push yourself up into your tabletop position and find a way to sit in a comfortable position. So, for a little bit of stretching, sitting in a comfortable position, making sure that both sit bones are on the ground, that your back is straight, remains straight. It could be cross leg, it could be a half lotus, it could be a full lotus, whatever it works for you. Making sure that you can sit comfortable for a while. Whoop. Ooh, moment. Wait. So, found it. Good. Making sure that your back is straight, remain straight. Inhale, bring both hands up. And with your exhalation, your left hand is going to go behind your back, your right hand behind your head. And what you're trying to do is to reach both hands behind your back. First thing, your back remains straight. Second, your head towards the front. You're looking towards the front, you're not tilting your head. Third, your right elbow goes towards the ceiling. In case you cannot reach your hands, you can just hold onto your t-shirt, use something to help yourself like a belt or whatever it works for you. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly to go out from here, you're going to release your upper hand, your right hand, which is going to help the left hand to go out from the position. You're going to shake, move your shoulders a little bit, going back to your sitting position. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, this time your right hand is going to go behind your back and your left hand behind your head. Once again, trying to reach both hands if possible, otherwise just grabbing your t-shirt, using some help. Back is straight, head to the front, left elbow towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale deeply. Maybe you can also notice some difference between the left side, the right side. to go out from here. First release your upper hand, your left hand, which is going to help the right hand to go out from here. Roll your shoulders to the back, to the front. And now we're going to go for the relaxation phase. So for that, if you want to put some socks on, feel free to do so. If you want to put a sweater, if you want to cover yourself with a blanket, feel free to do so. We're going to lay on our backs right now for a relaxation meditation. Just make sure that you can find a comfortable position. Also, if you want to do like me, you can turn off the lights, or at least part of the lights. Make sure that you have a comfortable place to lay down and find your way laying onto your back. Once again, if you have long hair like me, just make sure that it's open to place your head on the ground. Stretch your legs to the front and drop your feet to the sides. Relaxing your legs, relaxing your feet. Your arms are stretched sideways from the body, palms facing up. And if you feel comfortable doing so, just close your eyes and bring your attention, your awareness to your own breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Maybe you can start noticing how your body relaxes. Maybe your breaths become longer, slower. Noticing how your body lays on the mat, on the ground, bringing your attention to the left side, bringing your attention to the right side of your body. Maybe even noticing are there any differences between the left side and the right side, without wanting to change anything. Just as it is right now, it's good so. If any moment your mind starts wandering off, try to bring your attention, your focus back to the present time, back to the here and now, bringing your attention to your body, to your breath. And now for a moment, for our next minutes, you can just enjoy this relaxation, lay down in silence, do your own meditation if you feel like doing so, and I will let you know when it's time to get up again. And then slowly start waking up your body again, waking up your mind again, back to this room where you are laying down. Maybe with some small movements on your feet, your toes, your hands, your fingers. Moving your arms, your legs, your head to the right, to the left. Whatever it works for you, whatever you feel like doing right now. Stretching. And then slowly turn onto your right side to lay down on your right side. Your head is resting over your right arm, your elbow is bent, your knees, if you want to, slightly bent, with the left hand on the left thigh. Push yourself up, back into a sitting position, and bringing both hands in front of your chest, in front of your heart. Together we can sing one Om and three Shantis. Om is the universal sound. Shanti means peace. Deep inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly opening your eyes, and with the word Namaste, sending gratitude to the universe. Now you can take a bow to the front. Namaste. So, welcome back, everyone. Turn the lights on back if you turn them off. Welcome back. I hope you had a nice time. I'm doing this on a weekly basis. I'll keep everything posted on my Facebook page, which is a public Facebook page, which means you don't need an account to see the posts. I'm doing this in Spanish, English, and German. So I'll keep you posted. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, whatever you want to let me know, you can contact me over YouTube, you can contact me over Facebook. I hope to see you anytime soon, and until next time, Namaste.